Hello there! Welcome to AddOn Focus, a guide to an add-on for World of Warcraft that I think will be helpful to you. My name is Tuskeh, and in this video we're going to discuss Raeli's Spell Announcer, or RSA for short. Now, this add-on focuses entirely upon utility. It can be very helpful in just about every aspect of the game. PvP and PvE players can both benefit from more information, and this add-on provides it. So, RSA is a spell announcer. Sounds simple enough. When you cast important spells like Bloodlust, or your big heals, your big tank cooldowns, things like that, it will tell people around you. You can program it to announce things in /say, /yell, raid chat, whispers, anything you'd like. Now, if you've watched some of my videos, you may have noticed that whenever I cast Bloodlust, my character yells. Not only this, but when Bloodlust actually ends, he yells again. Very helpful. So let's quickly go over how to set up a cooldown like this. So, once you've downloaded the add-on, there's a link in the description below. Type /RSA to open it up. Alternatively, you can browse to it by going to Interface, then Add-ons. You'll be given a few tabs, each of which has some important stuff on it. Start with the actual RSA tab at the top. All of the options here are really quite self-explanatory and can help quite a lot. However, the real meat of the add-on is in spell options. Head there for now. We can get down to business. Now, in the top right of the window is a drop-down menu. This is how you'll actually swap between your spells to configure them. As you can see, the add-on automatically chooses which spells you should be able to announce. One of the first things you should do when you download this add-on is to go through this list and disable the ones that people don't need to know about. Think about the circumstances you'll be in and tinker accordingly. For instance, in PvE, the raid knowing when you place a grounding totem every 30 seconds will not be very helpful. So scroll down to it and disable all of the announce in options, so you don't actually announce it. Be smart about which ones you want to announce and which you don't. Your raid will thank you for it. Okay, so let's move from spells that you don't want to announce to spells that you do. For instance, Bloodlust. It's a great spell, and having an announcement for when it's used is important for everyone in the raid to time their cooldowns. As you can see, this options menu is really quite simple. In the top, you choose which channels to announce your spell in. Here, I choose Yell, as that will generally reach everyone that needs to know, but you could also choose your raid chat, or maybe Say, but that won't generally be as helpful. In the bottom section, you can write a custom message. Make sure it isn't too obnoxious. My Bloodlust announcement is on the very edge of being annoying and obnoxious, so take that as a warning for how far you should go. Of course, don't write insulting things in the custom chat box. It's dumb and stupid and will make you look dumb and stupid. Make sure you read the text in the center of the window to get some tips about writing messages that include links to spells. That's the main meat of the add-on. Go through your spells, figure out whether or not you'll need to announce them, how you'll announce them in a clean, clear, and most importantly, non-annoying way, and then configure them to do so. Remember, if your announcement isn't working, then go back to the main RSA tab and check out whether you have things like Enable Only in Combat on, or whether it's set to announce things in certain areas, like arenas, battlegrounds, dungeons, things like that. This is very important, and if you don't have the right thing enabled, everything goes to pants. So make sure you check everything. Finally, a quick talk about profiles. These can be found in a lot of add-ons, but it's especially helpful here. Let's say you do both PvP and PvE. You'll need different settings for each, and the profile system allows you to swap between different settings very easily. So, in the Profiles tab, have a look-see at your existing profile. This is where all of your settings are currently saved. If it's called Default and you don't want it to be, just create a new one. Call it whatever you want. Something smart would be good though. Here, I'll call it Shaman PvE. Now, by creating a new profile, you've just lost all of your settings. But not to worry. Go down to Copy From, and on the drop-down menu, pick the default or whatever other profile that you had originally. Now you've copied all of the settings, so you're good. Then you can create another profile. Here, I'll call it Shaman PvP, and then you can go around and change the settings as you'd like. So you have two different profiles, one for PvE, one for PvP, one for healing, one for tanking, one for DPSing, things like that. One note, you can enable a dual profile to have these settings change when you change talent specs. This dual profile will be swapped into when you switch from your current spec to the other. So if you have a spec for PvE and then a spec for PvP, or even a spec for healing and then DPSing or whatever else, you can go from one to the other nice and easy. Overall, RSA is a nice little add-on that will help you, your team, and your raid quite significantly if you program it correctly. Make sure your announcements aren't annoying, and that you announce spells that people will need to know, that you test it out to make sure it works, and you'll be grand. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have any thoughts, make sure to leave a comment below and like or dislike the video. I'm always after feedback, so let me know what you think. If you have any questions about the add-on, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer. You can contact me using the links in the description, or just leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to catch my videos as soon as they come out. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck with your ventures in the world of Warcraft.